Remember, Idlewild is not just a destination, it's a testament to the dedication of Black individuals who have not only contributed to this country, but also poured their hearts into Idlewild. Their legacy will never be forgotten, and we invite you to be a part of keeping that flame alive. Idlewild, Michigan is an incorporated community in Yates Township, located just east of Baldwin in southeast Lake County, a rural part of northwest Lower Michigan. During the first half of the 20th century, it was one of the few resorts in the country where African Americans were allowed to vacation and purchase property before discrimination was outlawed in 1963 through the Civil Rights Act of 1964. The surrounding areas within the Manistee National Forest. The community incorporates Lake Idlewild and the headwaters of the Pere Marquette River extending throughout the region. In 1912, this area was called Black Eden, and it was called that until 1960, where Idlewild was an active year-round community that was visited by well-known entertainers, professionals from throughout the country. At its peak, it was one of the most popular resorts in the Midwest. I'm talking about 25,000 people would come to Idlewild in the height of the summer season to enjoy camping, swimming, boating, fishing, hunting, horseback riding, roller skating, and even nighttime entertainment. When that bill of 1964 Civil Rights Act opened up resorts in many other states to African Americans, Idlewild's boomtown period subsided. So, guys, this is Idlewild, Michigan. Pretty much, it's the poorest. Lake County is actually the poorest county in Michigan. So, as you can see, it's kind of foresty up here. It's really nice. I love it, especially in the summertime. Like in the wintertime, there's like not much to do, but we don't live super far from here, so it's always really enjoyable to see everything that's going on. Mr. John O. Meek founded the Idlewild African American Chambers of Commerce in 2000, continues to promote existing local businesses seeking new ones, and also striving to attract more visitors to the areas with events and other strategies in hopes of resurrecting the once lively town. To give you a little bit of back history, Idlewild was founded in 1912 during the period of a small yet clearly distinguishable African American middle class, largely composed of professional small business owners. Despite having financial means for leisure time, racial segregation prevented them from recreational pursuits in most resort destinations in the area. So if you wanted to even come here, you had to make sure that you had your green book, so you weren't going to any of these sundown towns. However, there were 4 white land developers and their wives who organized the Idlewild Resort Company, which goes by IRC. This was organized pre-World War I. To secure land rights, they built cabins, homesteads on the land for 3 years and eventually obtained the title to the land. August, they have a jazz festival. There is also, if I didn't pass it, a dedicated house here for the Zetas. Sometimes we rent it out because my grandma is actually a Zeta. There was a Delta house here, and I am actually a Delta. But unfortunately, no one knew about it, and the house was actually sold for an auction. So I don't know the owners of the house currently now, and I can't remember how we found the property. I know it's not too far from here, but yeah, I can't remember. So I would take you if I remember, but the woods have so many crazy twists and turns here. So yeah, if I can find it again, I'll definitely take you there. Now this little building coming up here, it's green now, but it used to be called the Red Rooster, and that's where a lot of people come to party. And so you definitely should come and stop by. It's just like a little area where people come to socialize, a little bar area. So coming up around this bend, there's actually 2 lakes. One on this side to your right, and then one on your right side. I never actually have been over on that side, but if you can see here how vast this lake is. It said that the name Idlewild comes from idle men and wild women. So that's a story that they tell, and these phrases can be seen during the annual Idlewild Summer Festival. The IRC organization excursion attracted middle-class African-American professionals from Detroit, Chicago, and other Midwestern cities, taking them on tours of the rustic communities and selling lots with a pamphlet. It was used to promote the community entitled Beautiful Idlewild, described as the hunter's paradise, renowned for its beautiful lakes of pure spring water and millions of gaming fish. One prominent personality to relocate to Idlewild was Daniel Hale Williams, who in 1893 was the first surgeon in the United States to perform open heart surgery. William Perning O. and Layla G. Williams of Chicago, 3 of Williams' associates from Chicago and Cleveland, and 20 others were amongst the first group of African-American professionals to join the IRC excursion. Later, tours were conducted by train from Chicago, Indiana, Detroit, Grand Rapids, St. Louis, and other cities. Just imagine all of these different people making it all the way to this little town in the woods, Idlewild. Whether it be through car, if they could afford that, or through train, they were making it here because they believed in what was happening. The IRC had acquired over 2,700 acres of land. The company saw a great deal of land and then turned the island in Idlewild Lake over to William and Louis B. Anderson of Chicago and Robert Reichel and William Green of Cleveland, who collaborated and formed the Idlewild Improvement Association and helped build the clubhouse. And trust me, if you've ever been in Idlewild, there's tons of clubhouses to be found. There was property sold to people within the NAACP, W.E.B. Du Bois, Madam C.J. Walker, and Fisk University President Lemuel L. Foster, Albert B. Cleavage. But this was just the start of Idlewild. If you can imagine, this whole entire street is lined with cars for parades and jazz festivals today. I'm not really sure what that building is over here. But it's never been open since I've been alive. And as you can see, the lake here, super nice. And people come all over. That building right there is the restroom. Can't really say I've seen many people use it. But this is just a beautiful lake that has so much history. I would get out, but I'm not. Maybe another video. As we progress between 1920 and 1964, we see Idlewild becomes the Black Eden of Michigan. We start to see activist members like Marcus Garvey and later Booker T. Washington become potential investors. For a majority of these professionals who brought their families, the idea of land ownership conveyed Black social status and membership in the community. Idlewild gained national stature amongst African Americans during the period between the war wars. For example, Idlewild Landowner Association had members from over 34 states in the country. In addition to the Purple Palace, Paradise Clubhouse, Idlewild Clubhouse, Roseanne Tavern, and Pearl Bar provided summer entertainment for tourists and employment opportunities for seasonal and year-round residents in the community. The Pere Marquette Railroad brought a branch line to the area by 1923. A post office the same year. The Idlewild Fire Department was established, and a host of new entrepreneurs began entering the community. Following World War II, Idlewild attracted what some sociologists have labeled the new African-American working middle class. With the construction of few paved roads in Idlewild, a reinvestment in the township's only post office, and greater availability of electricity, a new generation of entrepreneurs began to invest in Idlewild. Many African-American entertainers of the period performed in Idlewild. Della Ross, El Hibbler, Jackie Wilson, T-Bone Walker, Lottie the Body Graves, Louis Armstrong, B.B. King, Aretha Franklin. Arthur Braggs produced singers, dancers, showgirls, and entertainers, which helped Idlewild to become the Summer Apollo of Michigan. Braggs produced the famous Arthur Braggs Idlewild Revue. Not only performed in Idlewild, but also taken on the road to Montreal, Boston, Kansas City, Chicago, New York, and other cities. Braggs' show helped Idlewild become a major entertainment center and contributed to the financial prosperity of the area. Just a nice community, especially you'll see people just wave at you even if you don't know them. Here's some more of the structures you'll see. Yeah. So this is Idlewild, Michigan, people. A lot of people, if you want to stay up here, I think there are a few Airbnbs. Now there's some super nice houses around the beach. I actually have to make a run and drop some food off to my grandma, but maybe next time I can show you guys a little bit more of Idlewild. This is a property, it's been vacant for a very long time, can see. It's let's see if I can zoom in a little bit. It's an all brick building off to the side. A lot of times you'll see up here a lot of vacancies, abandoned houses, but since property values are going up a little bit more here, you don't see too many of those. They're either being torn down or renovated. Now this house, or these houses on the corner, I don't know if they still do it, but you could rent out these cottages. I'm gonna take you really quick to one more stop, and then we're gonna turn around and head to the house. Now headed this way, if you turn right, you'll be heading towards the Cultural Center. The Cultural Center here has a lot of videos and histories that go in depth of like how Idlewild was back in its heyday. Idlewild was actually purchased by a group of white men. I want to say they were of a specific religion, but I can't remember. The Cultural Center is open on Saturdays. The last time I checked, in the summertime, and you can come in, you can request to have conferences here, and come with a big group and, you know, learn the history here. It's just so amazing. Oh, something's for sale. So here we are. Here is the Idlewild Historical Cultural Center, and like I promise you, there's no one here, so we can just take our time and look around. This is also part of the gates. This is not trespassing. This is not trespassing. Here's some awesome stuff. I'm gonna get out the car and like give you guys a better idea. Hold on. As you can see, Idlewild here, the Black Eden, really great information that a lot of people don't even know about. And this is actually a map. Hopefully you guys can see. Oh, it's kind of bad, so hopefully I can brighten this up. But we actually went around Paradise Lake there, and there's Idlewild Lake, and there's some of the actual street names that's going north, and some of the names of the buildings that you can see. Idlewild Historical Center, Williams Island, home of Daniel Hall Williams. The post office was right next to the green building I told you about. Morton's Hotel is still open, and some of the other areas right there. So definitely come on by and check this out. Moving right along to the decline and redevelopment efforts. And this time period is between 1964 and present. Following the enactment of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, business in Idlewild declined. Other vacation resorts were beginning to accommodate African Americans as visitors, as federal law required that they accept anybody, regardless of race. National recession in the early 70s further contributed to an economic downturn in Idlewild, which led to population decline as local employment opportunities dwindled. Idlewild became a lesser-known family vacation and retirement community, primarily attracting retirees who remembered it from its boom period. Looking a little rough, but I definitely wanted to share that with you guys. There's a lot of fun things to do here in the summertime. We do a lot of kayaking, meaning people up here, four-wheel riding, there's hunting seasons. That's not during the summer necessarily, but that is a couple of the things that we do out here. Snowmobiling, archery, fishing. Fishing is really big up here. I don't fish. Can I fish? Yes, I can. I'm a country girl, but I was born in the city. Yes. There's one other location that I want to take you guys to just to see this sign, and we'll just do like a quick drive-by. Hopefully you guys have a good representation of what Idlewild is. Hopefully in the summertime when there's more things going on, I can show that to you so you can really indulge in some of the things that are up here, as well as understanding the history as well. My family has been a part of this community way longer than I've been born, so I really just think everyone should come here and have an opportunity to check things out. Alright, I see the sign coming up. That's how you know it's a small little town. So we'll do that really quick. Can you read that?
Vision, the premier resorts in Michigan. Let your thoughts drift to the illustrious history of Idlewild. Born out of the struggle of segregation, it was nurtured and brought to life by Black elites who invested in its tourism. Although the Paradise Club closed marked a challenging chapter for Idlewild, there were many resilient people like Mr. Meeks who refused to let Idlewild fade away. Just as Mr. Meeks persisted in the face of adversity, so have countless others. Idlewild holds a special place in our hearts, and we invite you to become a part of this narrative. Share the rich history with your family, friends, and acquaintances. Spread the word about its vibrant past and ongoing efforts to revitalize its legacy. Financial constraints need not be a barrier to contributing. Sharing information, stories, and memories alike. Promote Idlewild through the word of mouth, social media, and community engagement. Reach out to those who share a love for preserving Black heritage and tranquility of the woods. We invite you to be a part of keeping that flame alive. So let's come together and make Idlewild not just a memory, but a vibrant and thriving destination once again. We hope to see you in Idlewild, embracing its rich history and contributing to its promising future. All right, bye.